What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review today. I'm here to talk to you about The Invisible Man from Universal. This is the 1933 version, which is part of the classic Universal Monsters line. So in this movie, we're taken into this like remote village. There's snow coming down. It's kind of shut off from a lot of the rest of the surrounding areas. It's the kind of place that even if you're a normal person, if you go there and you're not from there, you immediately stand out like as an outsider because it's just that kind of village where everybody knows everybody else. So when a guy bursts in covered in bandages and goggles and gloves and looks like some kind of weird Inspector Gadget type dude, obviously it brings in a lot of attention from the people, a lot of rumors. Plus he like bursts in and he's super rude, and he's got to have a room, and pretty soon like rumors start to circulate that, hey, this guy's got to be a runaway criminal because why else is he hiding his face and hiding his identity? And at first that it's just kind of overlooked. But, as a little bit of time passes, he's not paying his bill. He's being super rude to everybody. He's just a really weird person. And so, they want him out of the, they want him out of there. His issue is he needs peace and quiet so that he can work on this formula because he's in a little bit of trouble. And he needs to, figure out a better way to control his invisibility because obviously this is the Invisible Man, so he is, in fact, invisible. He has plans for world domination, but he needs to smooth out the kinks. And in order to do that, he needs to be away from the prying eyes of other people, the people that are pursuing him, and just people in general, because they're not going to understand because, he's a mad scientist, and people don't understand mad scientists. So this movie is really fun. I know that it's not traditional horror like some of the other Universal monsters are, but to me, the Invisible Man as a character definitely belongs up there because he is absolutely maniacal and just completely off the deep end insane. Claude Rains plays him in a spectacular fashion, which had to be a tough performance because he's invisible most of the time, but like Claude Rains nails the voice work on this. I think anybody who's seen this movie will never forget like his crazy laugh. Definitely adds a lot to it. Another thing I like about this movie is that it's able to do what a lot of the good movies from this era, horror movies anyway, were able to do, which is to balance like being sincere with that little bit of B-movie vibes, which is something like the original Creature from the Black Lagoon was able to really hit really well, and I think this movie does as well. It has a lot of intentional humor, and it's to me it has some really smart humor as well. But I just think it's a really fun movie that you can still watch and take seriously, or you can kind of watch it and just appreciate its like B-movie vibes. The special effects in this have actually held up really well, considering it's from 1933, especially compared to other things from this time. It's like mind-blowing. And aside from a couple shaky scenes, I think just about all of it holds up really well. The original reveal when he's taken off the bandages is an absolutely iconic moment that has been redone in movie after movie and TV show after TV show, and it remains super powerful. I just think this is, above all else, this is just a really fun movie. It doesn't feel dated. It doesn't feel clunky. It's not, some dusty old relic that was, pulled out to cash in on, the Universal Monsters theme like some of the other movies, some of the other, like, sequels that came out for some of the movies in those franchises. I just think The Invisible Man is a real classic. I have an absolute blast with it every time I watch it. In fact, I think I like it more every time I watch it. It's just super fun. Claude Rains puts in a great performance. The supporting cast is really good. James Whale's direction is just superb. It's just a really great movie all the way around. And again, it's one of those rare movies that you can take seriously or you can appreciate it for its B-movie value. And to me, that's just about an ideal for a movie like The Invisible Man. So that's my review of the movie. If you're even a casual fan of old school horror, this is one you should check out. But even if you're just into classic movies, I think it's one that would have a lot of appeal as well. Even if you're just like a historical film buff and you just want to see important movies, the special effects in this one, I think, more than make it worth adding to your list of movies to watch. So I highly, highly recommend it to just honestly to everybody. I don't know who wouldn't like this movie. But anyway, that's my review of The Invisible Man. And again, this is the 1933 version with Claude Rains. So if you want to read my full write-up of The Invisible Man, you can do that at markfusion.com. I've also got a bunch of other Universal Monster reviews up. I'm going back and revisiting all of them to do an exhaustive review series on the entire run of them. So there's a lot of them on there, as well as tons of other just horror movies, classic horror and classic movies as well. And I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, if you want to check me out there, at Mark Fusion. I'm also Mark Fusion at Letterboxd, where you can see what I've been watching, get an idea of what might be coming up here soon. And the best way, though, to help me out, like I always say, is just to hit that sub button. It's a free, easy, direct way to support me, help me to keep making these videos, watching all this crazy movies and TV shows, and talking to you guys about them. And watching older videos is a huge help. It doesn't seem like it would be, but it actually is. Anything to help my minute count and my view count is huge, because that's what YouTube kind of, holds small streamers like me, holds our feet to the fire over those numbers. So, if there's something that catches your eye, please do check it out. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of movie reviews in the playlist. So checking any of those out is a huge help to me. So thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon.